electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carr now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Carr now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 at the 23-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
To throw, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From midfield, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 16, Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Let's see what you got. Mike.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They run for it with Harris. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
The Steelers' 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Following the interception, Winston lets it fly for Thielen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Shrugs him off. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Winston. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. That swung out wide to Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Winston now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
And the Raiders first down.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
694. 55,
From the 39, Carr. His throw incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Kenny Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Third and long.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Carr now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Carr going to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Caught out right by Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 10. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Winston to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And down inside the 15 it goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Second and 4. Throwing his car. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here and gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
2nd and 10. Now Winston. Pass complete to Harris. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas.